Hi folks, I'm doing my McGyver today. Yeah, I know that's a cup, but I'm traveling. I have this and these, and my wife says, let's go to a NASCAR race. Cool! I've got the frequencies to put in here, and I got my headphones. But problem is, this is a 3.5mm plug. The headphone jack on here is 2.5mm. Crap. I got an idea. But in order to show you the video, I'm going to make an iPhone camera stand. Okay, since I can't do everything with one hand, first of all, I made a camera stand that holds the iPhone vertically. Next, I made a 45-degree angle camera stand. And I'm going to put that to good use. To hold my phone. Oops, sorry people. You know, it never worked right for McGyver the first time either. Now, since we were in Las Vegas, there's a Fry's Electronics, so I can get all the stuff I need. Now, my camera stand doesn't like the cord being plugged into the phone. Okay, so here we go. I got a cord at Fry's with two 2.5mm jacks. And this is what I'm going to do. I need a cord to plug into the radio. So I'm going to make the first half of my cord, and I need a cord for the headphones to plug into. So here's the second half of my cord. And while I was at Fry's, they had these Nito Kino wire strippers. Never had a pair of these. I'm going to try them out. Will they work on the outer jacket? Da, 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 da. How does that look? I don't know how well you can see that, but there's a braid and a white and a red, and the red's going to be the center ring, and the white's going to be the tip, and the shield is going to be the main body of the connector. I looked up online and found the pinout of this jack, and what I want to do is connect the ring of this to the ring of the 3.5 millimeter so that it mates this right angle plug, which is the headphones. And then I'm going to connect the audio output of the radio, which I'll have to look on the schematic to see whether it's the tip or the ring. And then I'm going to connect that to, on the headphones, both the tip and the ring. So the sleeves will be connected together, and the tip and ring of this, the headphone that's at the right angle plug, will be connected to the audio output that is on this connector. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. Okay, here we are back. I have stripped this 2.5 millimeter plug wiring and the 3.5 millimeter jack wiring. Now, you know, McGyver always had duct tape, and I've got a inexpensive multimeter, and I used it to test the wiring, and oddly enough, on this 2.5 millimeter cord that I purchased, the red wire is not the ring, but it is the tip. Okay, so I don't have a soldering iron, and I will tell you, these guys are great. I highly recommend them. Stripping these little teeny tiny wires is always a problem, and I happen to like the way these work. You just simply squeeze the trigger and it strips the wire for you. Okay, so now, since I'm not going to use the white wire, that is to the middle ring here, not the sleeve, but the middle ring, and that happens to be data for programming the radio. So we're not going to use that. So I'm going to cut that off, and I'm going to make my stripping just a little bit longer because it's easier to work with. Now, if I had a soldering iron, I probably wouldn't do this, but I don't. You know, McGuyver's got duct tape, but he doesn't have a soldering iron. So now this is my 3.5 millimeter jack that the headphones are going to plug into, and since they're stereo, I want the left and right hooked together. So I'm going to twist the left and right together, and I'm going to twist up the braid, which is the sleeve of the connector, the ground, or the common, or if you're across the pond, it would be the earth. Now, the green of my 2.5 millimeter connector is going to go to the ground of the 3.5 millimeter connector, or the common. Now, don't have a soldering iron, but electrical tape. All right, so let's get a piece of this. You don't want to use too much. I had a friend once that said, the bigger the glob, the better the job. But, you know, sometimes it's not so good. So I want to double check and make sure I don't have any shorts here. My green and my shield are connected together. And I'm going to tape this up. You know, and McGuyver didn't have a trimmer either. At least not in the movies. This tape isn't very sticky. You know, moral of the story, buy better tape. But this is what I had. Okay. Now, I want to connect the red and white of the 3.5mm jack to the red of the 2.5mm plug. I'm going to line those up and twist them together. Tightly. Well, still doesn't look so good, does it? There's a little better. Now, I get another piece of my not really sticky tape. What kind of brand is this? Well, it says Scotch. All right, now I'm going to tape this up. This is not NASA approved. I do not recommend taking this adapter into space. All right, now I have my connections made, but they're going to be very fragile. So what I want to do, since this has got to be an end-to-end, I don't want it like this. I am going to go like this and like this. So there you see the adapter. Now we need something to reinforce that with. I have some of these lovely pink tie wraps that I brought on the trip with me. So I'm just going to use the straight part. Some people call them zip ties. I call them tie wraps. Zip ties, tie wraps, whatever. So what I'm going to do is cut this to length. Oh boy, that one made a long distance when I clipped it. And I'm going to tape the tie wrap on there to give us a good mechanical connection. I'll get a piece of tape to work with. Haven't seen any blood yet, have you? All right. Keep this in range of the camera with my lack of a studio here. I'm going to get a good start. Of course it sticks to the counter, but it doesn't want to stick to the wire. What's up with that? All right. Getting this taped up here. Not the prettiest, but, you know, Apollo 13 got back okay, but it probably wasn't the prettiest job either. And I don't have a rocket scientist to help me. Okay. There we go. That's pretty stout. It's pretty stout. Well, should we try it, see if it works? Here's the radio. Sound comes out of the speaker. Now I'm going to plug my 2.5mm into the radio, and my 3.5mm headphones I plug into this. Okay, here are the headphones. Let's see if the sound comes out of the headphones now. I'll stick the headphones up to the mic here while I turn it on. let's get a little noise. Let's see, menu, squelch, there we go. Turn that down to 0. Yay! It's coming out of both earphones. So there you have it, folks. I used a knife, although I could have gone by without that. Could have just torn the tape. I did use these cool, neato $10 wire strippers. I'm gonna have to buy another pair of those. I use these. Obviously they're old, but my $10 wire strippers do have a cutter right there by my thumb. Didn't try that. I used some electrical tape, one tie wrap. See, I have one left over. I could put that on my connection, maybe make it stronger with another layer of tape. Maybe I'll do that. I used a multimeter. This is a cheap one, you know, but it's good to have one with you because you never know. I still have a 2.5 millimeter cord, 12 millimeter plug on one end, bare wires on the other, and I have a 3.5 millimeter plug on a cord with nothing on the other end, which I could make into something else. I don't know. But anyway, I'm happy. Now I got my radio, I got my noise canceling headphones, and we can go to the car race and listen to the drivers. Have fun.